Hey everyone, before we get started, I urge you to subscribe so you don't miss any uploads like this. The first anime on our list is My Senpai is Annoying. Futaba's new job would be great if her senpai Takeda wasn't so incredibly annoying. Futaba hates his laugh. She hates how big he is. And she really hates that he treats her like a little kid. Just because Futaba is short and looks young doesn't make her a kid. And just because she spends so much time with Takeda doesn't mean she sees him as anything but an annoying senpai. Or does she? In bonus to this, there are also two other couples which have their own stories shown throughout the series.
やっぱり僕外に
私こっちで寝るから明日も早いし外は寒いし私たち同期だし
The second anime we have on this list is Ganbare Do Kaichan. The story follows an office lady, Do Kaichan, who is working with Do Kaikun, her co-worker. Unbeknownst to Doika-kun, Doika-chan secretly has feelings for him. As Doika-chan struggles to confess her feelings, her rivals, both the Kohai and Senpai, continue to compete for his affection as well. Each episode is around 4 minutes long with an after-credits scene, so you should be able to finish this fairly quickly and enjoy a few lewd scenes, if you know what I mean.
拭いてくれなくても
あら玉彦様ひどいクマですよ夜眠れていらっしゃらないのでは
The third anime on our list is Taishootame Fairy Tale. Tamahiko Shima is the youngest son of the powerful and wealthy Shima family. Blessed with great fortune since his childhood, he grew up wanting nothing but affection from his oftentimes distant family. After losing his mother and crippling his dominant arm in an accident, Tamahiko fell into deep despair and was cast aside by his own father for his handicap. Condemned to live isolated in the countryside where he would not bring shame to his family's name, he resigned himself to dying alone. Until one day, a young girl named Yuzuki appeared on his doorstep, proclaiming that Tamahiko's father sent her to be his bride. As she takes care of Tamahiko, Yuzuki brings a feeling of springtime into Tamahiko's dreary life, allowing him to gradually heal from the deep emotional scars of his youth. Their lives slowly intertwine as both Tamahiko and Yuzuki taste the fruits of their first love. The fourth anime on this list is Monthly Girl's Nuzakikun. In this masterpiece of a rom-com anime, high school student Chiyo Sakura is a cheerful high school girl who has fallen head over heels for Mochiro Nozukei. When she confesses her love to him, he mistakes her for a fan and gives her an autograph. As it turns out, the dense teenage boy is actually a respected shoujo mangaka, publishing under the pen name Sakiko Yumeno. A series of misunderstandings leads to Chiyo becoming one of Nozaki's manga assistants. Throughout the hilarious events that ensue, she befriends many of her quirky schoolmates, including her seamlessly shameless fellow assistant Mikoto Mikoshiba and the prince of the school, Yu Kashima. Monthly Girl's Nuzakikun follows Chiyo as she strives to help Nozaki with his manga and hopes that he will eventually notice her feelings.
どうしたの？百瀬さん。
知り合いか？ニュージェ。
嘘やっぱり弘隆くんだ同じ会社だったの
The fifth anime on this list is Love is Hard for Nataku. Having slept through all 4 of her alarms, the energetic Narumi Momose finds herself running late for her first day of work at a new office. As she races to catch her train, she makes a promise to herself that none of her coworkers will find out about her dark secret, that she is an otaku and a fujoshi. Her plan goes instantly away, though, when she runs into Hirotaka Nifuji, an old friend from middle school. Although she tries to keep her secret by inviting him out for drinks after work, her cover is blown when he casually asks her whether or not she will be attending the upcoming summer Comiket. Luckily for her, the only witness, Hangako Koyogani and Taru Kabakura, are otaku as well. Later that night, the pair go out for drinks so that they can catch up after all the years apart. After Narumi complains about her previous boyfriend breaking up with her because he refused to date a Fujoshi, Hirotaka suggests that she try dating a few otaku, specifically himself. He makes a solemn promise to always be there for her, to support her, and to help her farm for rare drops in Monster Hunter. Blown away by the proposal, Narumi agrees immediately. Thus, the two otaku start dating and their adorably awkward romance begins.
不安にさせてごめんこっそり浮気なんてしないと思われるようにより一層愛すよ
The sixth anime on the list is Girlfriend Girlfriend. After bearing an unrequited love for years, Naoya finally gets a date his high school friend Saki Saki. However, just as he tries to commit himself to this relationship, he receives an abrupt confession from Nagase. At first, Naoya tries to reject her but is soon overcome by feelings of not wanting to hurt Nagase. Trying to avoid betraying his girlfriend's trust in him, Naoya thinks up a solution to make both girls happy, which is two-timing them both. Naturally, Saki turns down this idea, but through Naoya's and Nagase's persistence, she hesitantly submits. With this, the three-way affair begins between Naoya, his girlfriend, and his other girlfriend, and they develop a relationship that deviates from the social norm.
それで何かしら用もないのに声をかけてきたの全くバカにしているわね
小説読んだんだカチさんの
The seventh anime on our list is Osomakei. The anime follows the story of a boy who loves the school's most popular girl, Shirokusa. However, the fact that she's the most popular girl in the school is his only problem, as his childhood friend Kuhora also loves him. This puts him in a very weird spot, but soon after it actually revealed that the school idol Shirokusa also secretly loves him. Right off the mark, you could say that this makes him a typical harem protagonist, and you would be right, but there are other things that this anime has going for it, like an amazing opening, beautiful visuals, great art, and various other things that will get you hooked on the first episode.
掃除ぐらい変わってくれよ
でも私用事が
とりあえず今日だけ
掃除くらい自分でやれ
は
当番の仕事を怠った者はトイレ掃除1週間だぞ
The eighth anime on this list is a classic name, Kaicho wa Maid-sama. Once an all-boys high school, Saika High, infamous for its rowdy students, has recently become a co-ed school. However, with the female population still remaining a minority even after the change over the recent years, Misaka Ayozuwa works hard to make the school a better place for the girls. Misaki Ayozuwa is the first female student council president at an once all-boys school turned co-ed. She rules the school with strict discipline. She's nicknamed Demon President by the boys for her strict disciplinary style. Misaki Ayozuwa is not afraid to use her mastery of Aikido techniques to cast judgment on the hordes of misbehaving boys and defend the girls of Saika High School. But she has a secret. She works at a maid cafe due to her family circumstances. One day, the popular ace student and notorious heartbreaker Takumi Usi finds out her secret and makes a deal with her to keep it hush from the school in exchange for spending some time with him.
これ使っていいよ風邪ひくそれで吹きなよ
The ninth anime we have on this list is Blue Spring Ride. This anime follows a young high school girl, Yoshioka Futaba, who has a few reasons why she wants to reset her image and life as a new high school student. Because her cuteness attracts many boys, she was avoided by female friends in junior high, and because of a misunderstanding, she couldn't get her feelings across to the one boy she has ever liked, Tanaka-kun. Now in high school, she is determined to be as unladylike as possible so that her friends won't be jealous of her. While living this high school life, she comes across Tanaka-kun again, but he now goes under the name Mabuchiko. He tells her that he felt the same way as she did when they were younger, but now things can never be the same again for reasons we will find out later in the show as we explore the backstory of the male character in the show. Will Futaba be able to continue her love that never even started 3 years ago?
よしまあまあやな
The 10th and final anime on this list is The Way of the House Husband. Immortal Tatsu, the legendary Yakuza who single-handedly defeated a rival gang with a lead pipe, is a name known to strike fear in both hardened police officers and vicious criminals. Soon after his sudden disappearance, he resurfaces with a slight change in profession. Now equipped with an apron, Tatsu has given up violence and is trying to make an honest living as a house husband. While adapting to mundane household tasks, Tatsu finds that being a house husband has its own challenges, from the battlefield known as supermarket sales to failures in the kitchen. Despite living peacefully, misunderstandings seem to follow him left and right. The Way of the House Husband follows the daily life of the comically serious ex-Yakuza as he leaves behind his dangerous previous life to become a stay-at-home husband.